Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We would like to present about the proposal of the company security physically and logically. So before we begin, I would like to introduce myself. I'm Erna Nuraini binti Muhammad Basir. First I would like to talk about the executive summary. Actually, this proposal outlines its conscious of security improvement for plan for Skytech Sendian Berhad. Despite the 10 years of the establishment, Skytech actually faced vulnerability in the physical and logical security. These vulnerabilities include internal data breaches, unauthorized access to insensitive information, potential theft of asset, and server performance issues. Okay, this plan actually purpose multi-layer approach to address this concern within budgetary constraints. So first is a key recommendation to include enhance the access security by implementing robust password policies, multi-factor authentication, and role-based access. Control will be strengthened access to information system and physical areas. Secondly, to improve the physical security. For physical security, Skytech will upgrade security measure at both the administrative office and also a warehouse, including access control system, security cameras, and improved lighting. Will defer authorized access and theft. Okay. The third is the comprehensive incident response planning. Okay, Skytech will develop a plan for identifying, containing, and recovering from security incident. Will establish a clear response framework in case of breach or attacks. The next is establish a policies and procedure by implementing a company-wide security policy and a social media policy will define acceptable use of technology and information. This is to promoting secure behavior among the employees. Okay, last but not least is to clear define roles and responsibility by assigning clear security ownership to IT personnel and management will ensure accountability for upholding security protocols and addressing vulnerabilities. Okay, by adopting this recommendation, Skytech can significantly improve the overall security posture, safeguard sensitive data and asset, and also mitigate potential business destruction.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. I'm Anisa Akmal binti Bunandar. Before we go to the next slide, I would like to present our vision, mission, and goals of our company. So the vision of our company is to be the leading logistic provider in the region, renowned for exceptional security practices and seamless delivery experiences. And our mission is to empower efficient and secure logistics through innovative solutions and unwavering commitment to customer satisfaction. Our goals is always these top three elements, which is confidentiality, integrity, and availability. These are all to ensure the smooth delivery process, the smooth quality and our services to satisfy our customers.
Okay, so I will present about the access control. Okay, what is the access control? The access control is defined that who has access to what information, application, and resources, and under what condition. It's a crucial actually component of the security. It's considered that the digital counterpart of the physical space protecting keys and approved guest list. There are two, which is authentication and also authorization. Authentication actually identify based on the credential, such as password, PIN, security tokens, or biometric scans. For the authorization, once a user identity is authenticated, access control policies grant a specific permission to that user. Okay, this policy consider contexts such as the user device, location, role, and more. The types that we have is DAC, which is discretionary access control. In DAC, owners have the discretion to grant a restrict access to objects such as files, folders, or resources. Okay, owner, usually the user or administrator, can set access permission of their own objects. Permission include read, write, execute, or delete. User can share object with the other by granting the access. For example, a user create a private file and decide who can view and edit the file. The second is MAC, mandatory access control. It actually is central regulated by a higher authority. Okay, access rights are based on the clearances like a security level assigned to a user and object. User cannot change permission because they are enforced by the system that do not do so. Okay, the third one is RBAC, role-based access control. Actually, RBAC assign access based on a predefined roles or job functions. How does it work? Actually, that we have like a manager, employees, and guests. Okay, we have the associated permission. Users are assigned roles, granting them a specific access right. Simplify access management by grouping user. For example, the HR manager can access all the employees, access employees record, but the receptionist cannot do that. Okay, the next one is the ABAC, attribute-based access control. Is consider various attributes such as user characteristic or environmental factors to determine the access. For example, a user can access sensitive data only during business hour from a secure location. So after they finish the work, they cannot access that anymore. It will divide it to logical access and physical access. Okay, for logical access, we will implement a robust password policy enforcing minimum character length, complex combination, and mandatory periodic changes. Okay, the second, we will enforce multi-factor authentication, MFA, for all access points, including email, information system, and server room. Also required additional verification factors beyond password. Okay, the third one, we will grant user access based on the principle of least privilege, ensuring access only to data and system required for their specific job functions. The next, we will implement role-based access control, RBAC, to define permission for users groups based on jobs rules, streamlining access management, and minimizing human error. The last one, we also will continuously monitor user activity through log analysis to identify and investigate suspicious access attempt promptly. For physical access, we will implement a batch access control system with a program access level for entry points and restricted area such as server room. Okay, these replace unreliable key-based system and provide a more auditable access record. The second is we will restrict access to sensitive areas such as storage room to authorized personnel only. Okay, this we will clearly mark these areas with restricted assigned signage. Okay, the next is we will maintain a visitor logbook with required information for all the visitors. We'll issue temporary badge with limited access permission based on their visit purposes. The next is we will secure sensitive document in log cabinets to prevent unauthorized access and potential leaks. What are the benefits that we will get by doing this? Okay, the first one is to increase easy of access for the employees. Okay, employees can conveniently enter authorized areas using their credential. Okay, for the second one is get rid of the traditional keys. Okay, we will eliminate the need of the physical keys, which can be lost or duplicated. Okay, digital access control is more secure and easier to manage. The third one, of course, company will save money and energy. Okay, it will reduce associated with rekeying locks or replace the losing keys. It will efficiently manage access permission without manual intervention. Okay, the next one is we will keep track on who comes and goes. Company will know that real-time trackings allowed us to monitor employee movements, access log, provide valuable data for security and auditing purposes. The next is to protect against unwanted visitors. Unauthorized individuals are prevented from entering restricted areas. This will enhance overall security by limiting the access. The next one is give employees the freedom to work when they need to. Shift-based setting allow flexible access based on the work hours. The second last, prevent against data breaches. Access control ensure that the only authorized personnel can access sensitive information. We will protect the confidential data from unauthorized viewing or manipulation. For the last one is to create a safe work environment. So access contributes to secure workplace, reducing risk of theft and harm. So what are the objective for the access control? By limiting access to both physical location and digital information system, this access control recommendation seeks to improve the SkyTech information security posture. By doing this, the likelihood of the data breaches, illegal access, sensitive information theft, and inadvertent data modification will be reduced. Okay, the next one, what are the relation with the company mission? So first is protecting customer and the partner trust. Data breaches and unauthorized access can erode customer and partner trust, so potentially leading to a loss of business. So robust access control safeguard sensitive information, demonstrating SkyTech commitment to data security and building trust. Second is ensuring operational efficiency. Security incident can disrupt the operation, leading to delays or productivity losses and customer dissatisfaction. So effective access control minimize this disruption and ensure smooth operation of the logistic and IT system. So the third one is maintaining compliance with regulation. Okay, by implementing this access control help ensure compliance with this regulation, avoiding potential legal ramifications. Okay, by implementing this access control recommendation, we can reduce the risk of data breaches and unauthorized access to sensitive information, to protecting customer and partner trust. We also can minimize disruption to the critical IT system, ensuring efficient cooperation and customer satisfaction. And the last one is help maintain compliance with relevant data protection regulation. This outcome directly contribute to the overall mission of the SkyTech and also a long-term success for the SkyTech.
Assalamualaikum, I'm Hazra Fazrinda binti Hazman. I would like to continue our presentation with physical security. Physical security refers to security measure intended to prevent unwanted access to building, tools and resources, as well as shield people and property from danger and destruction. Physical security is process of preventing physical acts and events that could gravely harm an organization, agency or institution by safety people, hardware, software, network and data. Physical security framework consists of three main components: access control, surveillance, and testing. The success with which each of three components is implemented, improved, and maintained determine of its efficiency of company physical security strategy. First, access management. Limiting and controlling who has access to certain area, resources, facility is the key to making the most of physical security measures. Access control refers to all action taken to limit authorized personal access to certain assets. Second, surveillance. This is one of the most important components of physical security for both incident recovery and prevention. In this sense, surveillance refers to the personal equipment and other resources and company used to monitor activity and various real-world locations and facilities. Third is testing. Physical security is both a preventative and an incident response strategy. Disaster recovery plan, for example, concentrate on how well a organization's physical security protocol recognize, intercept, and neutralize threats. In a logistic company faces a number of difficulties. Accenture report that in 2021, 75% of business experience unfavorable of extremely bad effect of their operation as a result of supply chain disruption. These are 4 security trends that logistic companies should be implemented to save since security risks and global supply chains challenge it continue to exist. For an example, first, working inward and starting from the outside perimeter. Contemporary logistic companies need to consider their security environment holistically. A more complete image and chance to react to the stop threat as soon as they materialize, provided by beginning security monitoring outside your building and extending into the parking lot and inside. Second, assessing maintenance and training procedure. A facility security is only successful if there is a training program and regularly rescheduled maintenance to support it. An organization with good training and maintenance practice are better secure. Third, video analytic integration of security cameras. Video surveillance systems are becoming more and more sophisticated thanks to recent development in data analytics. And lastly, fourth, enhancing control over access. Even though it is one of the most essential aspects of facility security, access control is not always easy to implement. This day, the majority of business work with outside supplier, vendor, and other partners who frequently visit their premise. So, in conclusion, security is an essential part of the supply chain that logistics team or corporation are in charge of managing. Facilities risk incurring enormous expenditure of product loss or damage, visitor and staff injury, and a severe operation disruption if they do not strengthen with their security. Okay, that is all from me. I will pass to the next presenter. Thank you.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Khair Amzah bin Kamal. So my matric number is 2023-363675. Okay, so I'm gonna explain about incident response planning. So the intro is incident response planning in cybersecurity is crucial for logistic companies because they rely heavily on digital systems and handle sensitive data. This planning protects data integrity and confidentiality, ensuring compliance with laws like GDPR and CCPA. And then it helps to keep operations running smoothly during cyber incidents by reducing downtime and maintaining key services. And then financially, it minimizes the impact of incidents by reducing data loss and operational disruptions, and it aids in making insurance claims. So next, there are several phases for incident response planning. So the first one is preparing for potential incidents. So this one is to create detailed policies and procedures specific to logistics, train employees thoroughly on their roles and responsibilities, conduct tabletop exercise regularly to test and refine the incident response plan, and then to ensure all the components of the plan are approved and funded ahead of time lah. And then the second one is identifying. This one is to monitor internal system, intrusion detection logs, alert system and antivirus scans lah. And then be alert for external notifications, which is customer credit card, fraud reports, law enforcement and findings, and customer complaints. So the third one is containing the impact. This one is to isolate affected systems immediately to prevent further damage, and then inform relevant stakeholders, develop both short-term and long-term plans for resolution. And then the fourth one is investigation and eradication, to identify and eliminate any contributing factors to the breach, and then securely remove malware and reinforce system defenses. And then use internal resources of third-party services for through investigations and eradication. And then the fifth one is recovery, which is to restore affected systems and devices to operational status, and then to ensure all systems are secure and robust against future vulnerabilities before reintegrating them lah. And then the sixth one, learning from the incident. This one just review and document the incidents, develop recommendations for improvement based on the incident handling and effectiveness. And then the last one is evaluation and improvement lah. So this one just only revise the incident response plan with new insights, and then enhance training programs and upgrade technologies to improve detection and response capabilities. So these steps help to ensure readiness and effectiveness in handling cybersecurity incidents, protecting logistic operations, and maintaining business continuity. So the next one is who is responsible for incident response planning in logistic companies. So the first one, incident response manager, which is manage action during incident detection, containment and recovery, and then communicates server incident to the organizations, customers, law enforcement, regulators and the public when necessary lah. And then the second one is security analyst. This is to assist affected resources and collaborate directly with them, and then establish and maintain technical and operational controls. And then the last one is the threat researchers, which is provide information on security threats and incidents, and then use third-party tools and online resources to understand current and future threats. And then organizations often outsource this role if they lack internal expertise, utilize tools or services that monitor for leak credentials, data breach and the security practice of vendors. So each of these roles is crucial to ensuring any effective, comprehensive incident response plan, safeguarding the company's operation and maintaining security. So what can be implemented in this incident response planning, which is the first one is can create a clear incident response policy. Okay, by develop a comprehensive incident response policy that outlines specific roles, responsibilities, and procedures for handling various types of incidents. And then the second one is regular training for employees. Offer ongoing training sessions to keep all employees informed about their duties during an incident. And then the third one, deploy advanced detection and monitoring system. By invest in cutting edge technology to monitor and detect potential threats early. And then the fourth one, establish clear communication channels. Five is conduct regular drills and simulations, document and analyze incidents. And then the seventh one is follow legal and regulatory requirements. This is to ensure that the incident response plan complies with all relevant legal and regulatory requirements. And then collaborate with cybersecurity experts, invest in technology, and also continuous improvement lah by treat incident response as an evolving process. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Nur Suhaili binti Limi. So my part, I will cover policy and procedure. In a today's high-tech world, companies must protect both their physical and digital infrastructure from threats like thief, vandalism, and cyber attacks. This actually to enhance security across all areas, including warehouses, distribution centers, transport hubs, and offices, while also strengthening cybersecurity to safeguard our network and data. First, access control policy. Logistic firms may create a strong security framework that manages facilities access to reduce security risks and protects access from tampering or unauthorized access by integrating this procedure into the access control policy. Biometric authentication is a security measures that enhance security by authenticating an individual using their distinct biological characteristics, such as fingerprints or facial features, before allowing them access. Next, access cards, often referred to as a smart card, are a practical and safe way to enable authorized individual access. CCTV, to monitor entrance and exit point in a real time while discouraging unwanted access. Next is employee training, to educate employees about security best practice and standards, provide through training programs. Detecting suspicious activity, managing private data safely, and quickly dealing with security events should all be covered in this training. Security protocols and best practice, inform employees on industry specific security best practice and standards. They will learn the value of upholding confidential, obeying corporate guidelines, and abiding by industry standards when handling threat and sensitive data. Next, identifying suspicious behavior. Guide how to recognize and report suspicious behavior. Responding to security incidents. Equip employees with the knowledge and skills to respond effectively to security incidents or breach. Next is a vendor management. Establish a robust vendor management protocols to vet and monitor third-party suppliers and partners. Ensure that all vendors adhere to strict security standards and conduct regular audits to assess compliance. Vendor vetting. Before engaging with a vendor, conduct comprehensive background checks to ensure they have a solid reputation. Security standards require vendor to meet specific security standards and protocols to safeguard sensitive data and assets. This may include implementing encryption measures, secure data transmission protocols, and adherence to regulatory requirements. Contractual agreements clearly outline security expectations and requirements in contractual agreements with vendors. Regular audits and assessment. Conduct a regular audits and assessment of vendor security practice to verify compliance with established standards. Cybersecurity measure. Encryption protocols. Utilize encryption to secure sensitive data during transmission and storage. Next is regular software updates. Keep all software systems, including operating system, applications, and security software, up to date with the latest patch and updates. Firewalls. Deploy firewalls to monitor and control incoming and outgoing network traffic based on predetermined security rules. Intrusion detection system. Implement IDS to monitor network traffic for signs of suspicious or malicious activities. Regular vulnerability assessment and penetration testing. Conduct a regular and penetration testing to proactively identify and address security weakness in the IT infrastructure. Implementing this multi-layered cybersecurity helps logistic companies safeguard their digital infrastructure and data assets from a wide range of cyber threats, ensuring the integrity, confidentiality, and availability of critical business information. Lastly, incident response plan. Develop a comprehensive incident response plan outlining procedure for detecting, responding to, and recovering from security incidents. First, detection procedure. Implement monitoring system to detect security incidents promptly. Second, response protocol. Establish clear procedure for responding to different types of security incidents. Communication channels. Define communication channel and escalation procedure to ensure timely and effective communication during security incidents. Designated response teams. Formulate response team consisting of cross-functional members with expertise in IT security, operations, legal, and public relations. Recovery and remediation. Develop procedure for recovering from security incidents and restoring normal operation as quickly as possible. In conclusion, as the logistic industry rapidly evolves, it is imperative for organizations to prioritize the security of their digital and physical infrastructure. By implementing strict access control, staff training, vendor management, cybersecurity measures, and incident response plans, we can mitigate risks, minimize losses, and protect our assets and reputation.
Hi, it's me again, Anis. So now I'm going to present the roles and responsibility of each department in the organization to protect the company from any security issues. So the first department is human resource. Human resource is vital in an organization. So before they do the recruitment of the person, recruitment of the employee or workers, they can do the background screening so that they know whichever they are from which company previously, and what is their history. Next, aside from do the background screening, they also can propose a budget or allocate the budget to higher management. They are asking the budget from higher management to allocate a training for employees or workers on the security awareness so that they know how important the security to the company and organization. Next is the most important department, especially in order to protect the cybersecurity of the company. And that is Information Technology Department. IT department can strict and strengthen the rules and regulation of using any PC, hardware or software. They can give only certain approval to the certain hierarchy to use this link or PC or hardwares. Also, they can prepare an incident response plans. In case anything happen in the future, they already have backup and plan to overcome the situation. Also, aside from this, they can conduct a regular audit to trace any potential vulnerabilities. Last but not least, this is the most basic, which is they can install antivirus to prevent from any malicious software. Since we are a logistic company, so there must be operation and warehouse department. So operation and warehouse department plays a vital role to keep things in order. And for this, they can practice the 5S and leveling to keep their thing at the right place and the right time, and to prevent any misplaced or missing things. Also, they can implement one logbook, which is they can trace any vendor or any people that come in and come out, either to pick up or delivery things and so on. Also, to monitor closely, they can install a CCTV to monitor the movement, either it is in the warehouse area or the other or outside of the warehouse area. This is important to keep trace the security, the safety of the stock and things inside the warehouse. To support and to ensure the whole safety of the organization and the premises, facilities and securities department is also important. Their fast response towards any malfunction of facilities in the organization is very important to prevent anything or any incident that could be happen. Also, they can upgrade the facilities if needed and depends on situation. Security guard that are scheduled to be patrol, it is very important for them to follow their schedule so that nothing missed during the period of time they are patrolling. Also, aside from that, control and observe the movement of staff via their badges or any card or any platform for them to clock in and clock out. Via here, you can know and we can trace any people that come out and come in. Despite any plans, strategies, and explanation that I've mentioned just now, it is nothing more important than allocation of budgets and approval. So this is where the senior and higher management taking parts. They have to got this awareness in themselves that the security is very important in their company and organization. So in monthly meeting or during their meeting, they can allocate this budget and give value to this department to execute their plan in order to secure and protect the company. Other than that, leadership culture is very important to show the staff the importance of security and protocols by taking part in training maybe, and spread the awareness via email and via town hall. That could be anything in any platform to spread the awareness from the bosses. Staff will follow their bosses and leader. Last but not least, aside from the departments that I've mentioned just now, Human Resource, IT Department, Operation and Warehouse, Facilities and Security, Senior and High Management, the other departments such as Purchasing, Procurement, Finance, Safety, also QA, and any department, we also play a vital role, an important role to protect the company. It is our responsibilities, or each of workers' responsibilities to protect the company, either it is physical or logical securities, by following the rules and regulations that are enforced from the companies and respective departments. That's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Afiq bin Sahro. So I will presenting the topic for overview of Data Protection Act. So we move to the purpose. So the purpose of Personal Data and Protection Act is to ensure the privacy of data protection law is to safeguard individual personal information. This includes ensuring the personal data is collected, processed, stored, and used in a manner that respects individual privacy rights, comply with regular regulations. Organizations are required to adhere the legal standards and frameworks established by data protection laws. Compliance help to ensure that the data management protection are lawful, transparent, and accountable. Next is the importance of for the logistics. Safeguard customer, employee, and partner data. Logistic company handle vast amount of personal data, including information about customers, employee, and business partners. Protecting these data is crucial to prevent breaches, fraud, and misuse. Point number 2 is maintain trust and avoid legal issue. Adhering the data protection laws help logistics companies build and maintain trust with their stakeholder. It also helps avoid legal penalties, fines, and reputation damage that can arise from the data breach and non-compliance with regulations.
We move the key principle and responsibility slides. For key principles, lawfulness, fairness, and transparency, meaning that clear and fair data are used for purpose limitations, collect data for a specific legitimate purpose, data minimizations only get to the necessary data, accuracy, keep data accurate up to date, security, protect data with technical organizations. Move to responsibilities, data protection officers, ensure compliance, handles queries and incidents, employees follows policies, report breaches. For IT departments, implement the safeguards, maintain system, and handle breaches. Thank you.